I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, May the 21st, 2014. The Anti-Defamation League is speaking out against the, quote, rush to judgment of an incident that took place last week in Israel on Nakba Day, the day Palestinians mourned the establishment of the State of Israel. As we reported to you last week, violent disturbances erupted outside Ofer prison near Ramallah last Thursday, and Palestinian media reported that 2 Palestinians were shot and killed. As you may have seen on IBA News, a video was released yesterday by non-governmental organization Defense for Children International's Palestine, which purports to show the shootings. The IDF says the film was edited to distort the true events. Their preliminary findings say the soldiers used riot dispersal means and not live fire in the incident, which remains under investigation. The IDF said yesterday the video clip which was released has been edited and doesn't document the full extent of the event, nor does it reflect the violent nature of the riot. The Palestinian Authority and the United Nations are calling for an investigation. The ADL criticized these calls. National Director Abe Foxman said the public comments on this incident by the UN and others are inappropriate and unwarranted and represent a de facto rush to judgment by suggesting the possibility of Israeli wrongdoing and the inadequacy of Israeli military protocols and procedures to conduct a thorough investigation, adding that it is well known that IDF rules of engagement and procedures to investigate breaches of those rules are among the most stringent in the world. Foxman called on the international community to respect the IDF's right and responsibility to fully investigate the incident and hold off on any rash judgment and measures before that investigation is completed. The United States also called for an investigation. U.S. State Department spokeswoman Jen Psaki said yesterday, "We look to the government of Israel to conduct a prompt and transparent investigation to determine the facts surrounding this incident, including whether or not the use of force was proportional to the threat posed by the demonstrators." Psaki also urged restraint by all parties. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry met last night with Jordan's King Abdullah II, where the two addressed, among other issues, the suspended peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians. Abdullah restated Jordan's commitment to support the talks and the importance of the resumption of the talks and to the establishment of an independent Palestinian state.
Identity is a far greater threat.
Brandeis professor and leading historian Jonathan Sarna has been hospitalized and is in critical condition today after falling ill suddenly. The 59-year-old also serves as chief historian of the National Museum of American Jewish History in Philadelphia and is a past winner of the National Jewish Book Award. We at Shalom TV wish him a speedy recovery. Refuah Shlema. An interfaith group of Latin American clergy wrapped up a 6-day mission to Israel yesterday, visiting a medical center in the country treating Syrians wounded in the civil war. The mission set out to foster interfaith cooperation in advance of Pope Francis's trip to Israel next week. It was sponsored by the World Jewish Congress, the Latin American Jewish Congress, and the Center for Jewish-Christian Understanding and Cooperation.
Can I ask, is there anyone in our audience tonight who owes their life to Nicholas Winton? If so, could you stand up, please?
A British man credited with saving the lives of hundreds of children during the Holocaust celebrated his 105th birthday this week. Sir Nicholas Winton of Great Britain organized mass evacuations of children from Nazi-occupied Czechoslovakia and saved them from being deported to the death camps. Czech President Miloš Zeman announced on Winton's birthday Monday that he would award Winton with the highest Czech state decoration, the Order of the White Lion, for his bravery and humanity. In 1939, at the age of 29, Winton set out on a rescue mission in Prague, arranging for 8 trains to carry 669 children, most of them Jewish, from Czechoslovakia through Germany to Britain. Many of those saved by Sir Nicholas refer to themselves as Nicky's children, and it is estimated that 6,000 people across the world are descendants of those he rescued. Sir Nicholas continues to maintain that anyone in his position would have done the same, reiterating his lifelong motto, if something is not impossible, then there must be a way to do it.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
This is a huge honor, and I am deeply honored to thank you.
I want to thank you for many long nights.
Former Tonight Show host Jay Leno arrived in Israel last night. Leno is set to host the inaugural Genesis Prize ceremony tomorrow in Jerusalem, which will honor former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Leno met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. This is his first time in Israel, and he said he was honored to be there. And turning now to our Shalom TV programming for tonight, Wednesday, May the 21st. Coming up at 8 o'clock, founding chair of the Israel Religious Action Center for Reform Judaism, Rabbi Uri Regev, talks about religion and the state of Israel. And then at 9 o'clock, Regev joins Mark Golub on L'chaim to talk about the fight for religious pluralism in Israel. That's tonight here on Shalom TV and ShalomTV.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, May the 21st, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader.